Hey guys, today I want to talk about this short film I made recently called Alexa Stop Summoning Demons. And hopefully some of this information that I give you will help you if you're out there and just starting into filmmaking, or if you're just interested in hearing how I made this. So we were bored one Saturday, so me and my girls thought it'd be fun if we made a little short film. We've done a bunch in the past, so we thought let's get to it. So I wrote this little script real quick that I thought was funny and something we could do pretty easily in my apartment. We did not have a shot list or think about any of that, so everything we shot was on the fly. That being said, I did have a little bit of an inspiration because it was summoning demons. I thought of the movie Hellraiser, so it kind of starts with a shot that's kind of an homage to the opening of Hellraiser, and with the bell, because that always was the sound you would hear when the Cenobites were coming. I do like to keep things locked down on sticks most of the time, unless I feel like there is a reason not to, especially when I'm doing a film with no thought. If I'm just gonna make it without a shot list or any sort of plan. And the reason I do that is I feel like a lot of films that I've seen that come off as pretty amateur to me are when people are just using the camera and following actors around with no real idea or motivation for doing so. So I feel like if you want to pull off a higher production value when you're not really planning anything, keep it locked on sticks, because one, it'll look better because you can light around it, and two, it makes you think through your coverage a bit for in the edit, because it's not gonna be one long shot of me whipping the camera around to the actors. I know I have this shot and I know I need to use other footage to cut it around. So we had very basic equipment. I had a Sony FX30 camera, some cheap wireless lav mics. These Comicas is what we used. I have a set of those, they're pretty affordable. And then two of these LED bowling lights, I think. Something like that. Vlogger lights, bowling, yeah, vlogging. I wasn't even vlogging. But they're like $100 each. They have a bunch of different settings you can use that like replicate TV or fire. And yeah, you can change the color, temperature, and all that kind of fun stuff. So that's how we were able to get the red room for a lot of it. Otherwise, everything else was practical lights, and we shot it during the day, and then, you know, in post, made it very blue to give you that kind of day for night feel. As far as any of the VFX and stuff like that goes, all of the flame effects and all that kind of debris in the air was all just stock footage. I found a picture of the house and then just photoshopped it from daytime to nighttime to give you that kind of effect. And then the burning door and the burning microwave portal and stuff like that were all just stock VFX things that I found on Envato. Same with all of the sound you hear, the music, all that kind of stuff, everything was stock. The only thing we recorded on set was the dialogue, and I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, the little phone thing where I'm in the film, we just found a green picture, and I kind of probably should have done it better because you can see the website address if you look closely enough. The other thing is I found a text-to-speech website where it had a voice that was similar to Alexa's, so I just kind of wrote it out, had it speak, and recorded that audio, and then used that in the film as Alexa speaking.
My name is Alexa, and I like to fart.
Got a little challenging at times to do some lighting with just the two lights in this limited space, and it also gets a little challenging shooting in a very small space, but trying to keep it interesting and also trying to be aware of spatial awareness for the viewer so that when we cut around, it's not confusing as to where characters are within the house or within the setting. One other VFX thing is when Alexa speaks or when the toaster speaks, you can see like the red glow. This was done by just exporting a frame out and then tracing that with the pen tool in Adobe Photoshop and deleting all the other backgrounds. So making that little red line or whatever it is, bringing that back into Premiere, adding a little glow effect, and then making it go on and off. And then I kind of nested the video clip and that image together so that it's basically one clip. And then I did a digital zoom in so it felt like there was some movement in camera. It made it feel a little bit more dynamic. Other than that, it was really simple, really easy. and hopefully me just explaining kind of the process through making this little short film. If you're out there and you haven't made something yet, there's no reason not to. If you have a camera, if you have some basic lights and some sound equipment, you can get out there and start making something today. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the short, and like I said, I hope this was helpful for you.